Hello and welcome back to Wisdom Warriors. A big thank you to our subscribers, and I'm welcoming new subscribers. I'd like to see more people of my generation watching my videos because we learn a lot from each other. So, yeah, please join us, and you're all welcome to this new video. I'd like to say a Happy New Year again. I've said it before with Jackie a couple of weeks ago. I hope you all have an abundant and blessed 2026. Today, I want to talk about setting goals. Some people call them New Year resolutions, and I just call them goals. And what I do is instead of saying, okay, a new year is starting, so I'm going to set new goals, what I do is I try to reflect on the previous year. So at the moment, I'm thinking about 2025, what went right, what went well, what I could improve on, and what didn't quite materialize. And I use those three things to inform what I'm going to do in 2026. Because I don't like to say, okay, a new year is beginning. So everything that happened last year or still happening, put on hold or put aside. And now I'm going to start afresh with new ideas, new goals, and so on. I I use the beginning of the year as a continuation of the previous year. I know it's a new year. It's the beginning of a new year. It's January, the first year of the month, but I don't. I connect the end of the previous year with this year, and I continue with what I was doing at the end of last year. So there are four things that I think about when I'm looking into the future. I think about my fitness. I think about my health. I think about my social connections, and especially family connections, and community connections. At the end of 2024, I had about six things that I was working on, and I needed to continue them in 2025. And one of the ideas was to retire in July 2025. Another thing was to reduce my sugar level and try and be diabetes free. Another thing that I needed to do, or I wanted to do, was to do a little bit more traveling. I'm a bit of a homebody, and so I don't travel very much. But I decided that at least in 2025, I would do a little bit more traveling. But it wasn't just that, oh, okay, I'll pack my suitcase and go somewhere. There were two particular intentions that I had that led me to do a little bit of traveling. The fourth thing was to improve my general health. Number five was to get a job after retiring, not immediately after, but sometime maybe a few months later or a year later. And number six was to declutter. Um, I've been living in my flat for very many years, and I've got very good storage. So things were coming in, but nothing was going out. And so when I retired, I realized that I just had too many things in my house, in my flat, and I needed to declutter. So that's something that I started in 2025, and it's ongoing. So, number one, to retire in July 2025. Well, I was, as I told you in my previous, one of my previous videos, I retired from full-time teaching in 2022, and then I took up supply teaching or substitute teaching, as it's called in some countries. And I really enjoyed it at the beginning. But at the beginning of 2025, the passion and the love for it began to wane. And I abruptly decided in February 20 last year to retire. With supply teaching, you don't have to give any notice. So I just called my agents and told them that I wouldn't be available anymore. And so that was achieved, although it wasn't achieved at the time I thought it would be. But yeah, so that was achieved. Number two was to reduce my sugar level. And again, this one actually, I did not manage to I did manage to reduce it to a degree, but by the end of last year, I wanted to be diabetes free, but it didn't happen. And so that's ongoing. So that's something I'm still working on. It's partly achieved in that the sugar level did reduce, but not to the level where I would like it to be. So that one is still ongoing. The travel issue, well, I turned 70 in March, and I decided at the beginning of last year that I was going to take my family away on a holiday to celebrate my 70th birthday. And we did that in April. So that was achieved. We had a lovely time away, about a week away. And so that was achieved. And then in May, I went to Scotland. It was my second visit to Scotland. The first one was a very rushed visit ages ago, 2023, I think it was. So this time I was going to meet up with a friend whom I had not seen since 1979. She's got family in Scotland and she was visiting from Kenya. So I thought, why not go up to Scotland and see my dear friend? And so I went, and again, I had a lovely time, 3 or 4 days. And yeah, so that was achieved as well. Hopefully, this year I'll do some more traveling as well. I'm looking forward to going back to Kenya so much. So, yeah, watch this space. Number four was to improve my general health. And I think I've achieved this one. I'm really, really happy about this. I'm so proud of myself. My fitness has improved. My diet has improved. So with those two things improving, general health has no option but to improve. And now I've said it so many times in my previous videos that I do a lot of walking, and I don't do it as a form of exercise. I do it for fitness. I do it to feel good, because I know that my body needs it. And so, yeah, it's become a part of my life now. And at the moment, I'm walking an average of 6 kilometers every other day, not every day, every other day. Yesterday, I think I walked 10 kilometers. And do you know what? At my age, I need that because I feel so energized. I feel so fresh. I feel so fit. And yeah, it's something that I know I need to do. And so that's why I do it. And I do it diligently. And I've improved my diet. I've continued to improve my diet. So I'm watching what I eat because I'm pre-diabetic. I do have the occasional temptation to eat something which I know I'm not supposed to eat, but being human, I do it anyway. But on the whole, I think I'm pretty good at making sure that I'm eating correctly. About getting a job, it's something that I didn't really take very seriously because I decided to, well, enjoy my retirement first and then maybe think about getting a job. Um, it's something that I want to do for myself because I feel that I can still work, I can still go out there and do some work. It would just be a part-time job, maybe 2 or 3 days a week. If I can't get a paying job, then I'll do volunteering and give back to society that way. And the next one is decluttering. Yes, decluttering is one thing that I've been doing now for a couple of years. Um, I'm doing it slowly because I want to be very careful with what I keep and what I get rid of. And I've been giving a lot to charity actually, and also sharing some of my things with my siblings and my relatives, those who are interested in anything that they can that I can give them. And so that's ongoing. And the other day I was sorting out this big cupboard at the end of my hallway. It's on a level, and it's very deep, um, and I decided to clear it out completely, take everything out, and then rearrange. And I found so much in there that I don't need anymore. So it was a good idea to do that clearance. And I was horrified to find that I had 7 Christmas trees in there. 7 Christmas trees. I mean, who needs 7 Christmas trees? And so I've given 4 of them out, and I've kept 3 for myself, 3 different ones. And I think the one that I bought last year, for those of you who have seen my Christmas videos, you'll agree with me that it's a very nice tree. I love it. So that's my forever tree now. I won't be buying any more Christmas trees. Yeah, so decluttering, I think, is it's actually quite therapeutic. It's interesting coming across things that you didn't even realize you still had. Right. And then probably the most important thing, actually, out of all this is keeping in touch with family, um, siblings, friends, relatives. And that's an ongoing thing. And that's something that I make sure I do. And because it's really, really important to keep those connections going. It's good for your mind, it's good for your spirit, it's good for your health as well, knowing that you've got people, a good network of people that you can turn to when you need help, or just to have a chat, or to visit, pop out for a coffee with, and so on. And of course, it's always lovely to spend time with family, my children, my grandchildren, my son-in-law. It's always a very, very nice time together. And so, yeah, and so what I'm about to say is, I think when you set out to do something, at least personally, I think it should be something manageable, something achievable, and so that you don't get frustrated and disappointed when something doesn't work out. So I try to make my goals, really realistic. And I find that I have peace of mind, and I find that my life is peaceful because I'm working at those goals slowly and making sure that at the end, hopefully, they will all be achieved. I always feel so proud when I look around me and I see evidence of the things that I'm doing, the things I'm working on, the things that are happening around me, what I'm achieving, and the things that I need to still work on. Looking at things like my lovely souvenir that I brought back from Scotland, my lovely Scottish cup. And yeah, it really gives me a sense of purpose and a sense of knowing that I've achieved things, and I'm looking forward to achieving even more. Thank you for watching my video. Um, Please do leave a comment in the comment section if you've got any questions, or if you want to have a chat about something. I do really appreciate the comments that you write, and we really do appreciate your subscriptions. So keep them coming, and have a blessed February 2026. I'll see you soon in another video. Bye.